Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Rush.
And I'm Quita Culpepper. Tonight, we continue to follow breaking news. A possible mass shooting attempt was foiled here in Austin. The FBI arresting one man.
KVUE Defender started working this tip last week. Investigative reporter Erica Proffer went to the area where police and federal agents recovered weapons. She's live in the studio.
Yeah, that area isn't far from here. It's about a mile south of 183 in Lamar, and that's where federal agents say Duke Boley stashed weapons and ammo. He's accused of having sovereign citizen extremism ideology. Boley's real name is Stephen Thomas Boley. We don't have a photo of him just yet since he is in federal custody. The federal court documents we obtained indicate Boley had at least 3 guns and 1,000 rounds of ammo. Boley lived in the Midtown Flats apartment complex. Federal agents say Boley tried to buy weapons multiple times, that he planned to carry out a mass shooting. He has a criminal past, including assault, prohibiting him from buying firearms. Investigators say Boley lied when he tried to buy the weapons. The apartment is shared by a woman. We spoke off camera with her. She says she understands why the FBI arrested Boley, but she says Boley was misunderstood. She cited mental health issues, and as you can imagine, neighbors are surprised.
I wouldn't want no part of it. It'd be very scary. You know, I live a pretty simple life, and I don't need nothing like that around me.
And that's Jerry Jones. He says he doesn't have problems with the complex next door. The guns that were found in that apartment did not come from Texas. So, Mike, we still don't know how they got those guns. Now, Boley will have a preliminary hearing in federal court. It's going to be this Thursday. You can count on us to be there, of course. Boley is held without bond until then. So he is in federal custody tonight.
Scary to think about what might have happened in that case.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Erica. Good work. Let's turn it back over to Quita.
Thanks, Mike. Chilling video. A killer who broadcast a murder on Facebook Live remains on the run, and now 5 states are on high alert. Police in Cleveland say there's no evidence to back up the claim by Steve Stevens that he killed 13 people, but they say he did shoot and kill 74-year-old Robert Godwin. Authorities in Ohio say they don't know where he is, and they think he may have left the state.
Obviously, this individual is armed and dangerous, and quite frankly, at this point, he could be a lot of places. He could be nearby, he could be far away, and anywhere in between.
Stevens was reportedly angry at his girlfriend, and friends say he has mental health issues. Police are urging Stevens to surrender before anyone else is hurt. And that Cleveland murder case is just the latest example of criminals documenting their exploits on social media. It's a trend that has Austin police very concerned. KVUE's Jenny Lee joins us now with more.
Hi. Can you do me a favor?
It's very disturbing.
Assistant Chief Joseph Chacon didn't watch the entire video that shows Steve Stevens shooting and killing 74-year-old Robert Godwin.
For people to actually post that online, and it's just, to me, it goes against everything that's human.
But he says they are hearing and seeing more cases like this because the public are alerting them.
I have heard and have seen that we are getting more and more stuff that we're gathering evidence online.
Chief Chacon recognizes the trend is only continuing. Just last year, a Dallas area man was arrested after allegedly killing his girlfriend and posting a picture of her body on Facebook. He explains how these cases are investigated.
If the only piece of evidence that we have is that video, then we're concentrating on the video. We're seeing where did we get it, how did that person get it, and ultimately we're always trying to track back on IP addresses.
We also asked if you are legally required to report a crime you see on Facebook Live. Chief Chacon says no, but that doesn't mean the crimes go unreported.
If somebody sees something happen online, they are reporting it. Obviously, not every single person who sees it is calling in, but somebody will be usually so upset by what they're seeing that they are calling 911. They're trying their best to capture it on their phone or on their computer.
Like in the case of Carlos Santa Cruz, the nurse aide charged with tormenting an elderly woman at an Austin nursing home last month. The case brought to APD's attention by one of his friends on Snapchat. Jenny Lee, KVUE News.
We still have some scattered showers out there, even a couple thunderstorms that have moved through parts of central Texas and Austin, still doing so right now. Here's what it looks like on radar. Things pretty quiet, at least in downtown Austin, but you head out towards Llano and Burnett County, a couple thunderstorms. Here's what it looks like in the metro, though. Just some light showers here and there across parts of Williamson County and also parts of Travis County. The best chance of rain for tonight will continue to be for our eastern counties out towards Fayette, Lee, and Bastrop counties. And some places could pick up another inch or two of rain by the time we're all said and done Tuesday evening. So we are going to have to watch out for maybe a little bit of minor flooding. That's the only threat with these storms. Thankfully, we're not looking at any large hail or damaging winds. Temperatures expected to drop into the 60s. We'll see that hour-by-hour forecast coming up.
We'll see in a few minutes, Nathan. Thank you. And let's jump to a situation happening right now as we speak. The Austin Fire Department on the scene of a 2-alarm fire in North Austin between Runberg and 183 off I-35. According to Austin Fire, that blaze has been knocked down. We have a crew headed to the scene, and we'll have more on KVUE.com.
Now to the 85th Texas Legislature. A House committee is about to hear testimony on 2 bills related to the death penalty. KVUE political reporter Ashley Godot is live at the Capitol. And Ashley, this is a big deal because those bills aim to put an end to the death penalty.
Yeah, Mike, one of those bills does that directly. It will completely get rid of the death penalty. The other aims to get rid of the law of parties. In a nutshell, the law of parties allows someone to be held criminally responsible for the actions of another person in certain cases. So there are people sitting on death row for murders they did not commit, and prosecutors know they didn't physically kill anyone. The families of 2 men in that very situation spoke in favor of the bills. Terry Bean's brother, Jeff Wood, was convicted of capital murder and sentenced to death. A man Wood was with killed a convenience store clerk in 1996. Wood wasn't even in the store when the murder happened.
Absolutely, people should be punished for their crimes. However, my brother committed no murder. He never conspired to commit murder. He had no knowledge that a murder would even occur. So how is that right or fair to be punished for another man's crimes?
Now, Wood has faced execution twice. Last summer, Representative Jeff Leach, a conservative Republican, joined the fight to prevent his execution. Leach is teaming up with Democrat Representative Harold Dutton to ban the law of parties, saying this is an issue that goes beyond party politics. However, Leach isn't a fan of Dutton's other bill to get rid of the death penalty. Dutton, an attorney, says that if the state executes even one innocent person, that's one too many. Now, the committee discussing the bills has a long agenda ahead of them, and they haven't gotten to the bills just yet. Live at the Capitol, Ashley Godot, KVUE News.
Thanks, Ashley. Well, amid a controversy over travel to fancy resorts and other spending controversies, the head of the Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission, Sherry Cook, is retiring. According to the Texas Tribune, the move comes after Cook and others at the agency had been jet-setting across the country on the taxpayers' dime to attend conferences largely funded by the alcohol industry. It also comes after Cook and other top TABC employees were grilled for the agency's inaccurate reports about the state-owned vehicles the top brass has been driving. Cook served for more than 40 years. Her successor will be discussed at a TABC meeting in late May.
Happening right now, Blanco ISD officials are taking action against a middle school counselor who's accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a student. She's facing suspension without pay. 43-year-old Lisa Rogers has worked for the district for nearly 20 years, and school records show she submitted her resignation to the school board 1 day prior to her arrest.